Shalom, Koholo Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Raha Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered throughout the four corners of the globe. My name is Farad the Ball, coming to you from the GMS campus in Indianapolis. And to all those listening and learning, to you, I say Shalom, especially to you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that make up the 12 tribes of Israel. Today, um, the title that I have for this is called No Cap. Now, this is just a play on words, and of course, when you see it, when people say no cap, it's like no lie. But in this particular video, I'm not going to play it all, just a few points within the video, and hopefully you'll understand what I'm coming with. But and that is edifying, uplifting of some sort. So here we go.
Lake County Bloods and Brims. These other two hats right here, these Philly hats, these right here, strictly Pyrus. Pyrus come out of Compton. You don't want to be in any Compton crib hoods with this on. The St. Louis hat right here, BPS, strictly Bloods. You hear me? Even Park Village Compton Crips might wear this logo too. Be careful. Even the San Francisco 49er hat, that's Family Swan Bloods. The San Francisco baseball cap, 7-4 Hoovers. Remember that. This Astro hat, that's Hoovers all the way. And they probably the most hated gang out here. The red W hat, West Side Pyrus mainly. But the black version of this W hat could be the West Boulevard Crips. They beef with the St. Louis hat. This also could be Watergate Crips and Hawthorne, and also some Mexican gangs will wear the W as well. With this Milwaukee cap, this is all strictly 40 Crips. I'm gonna be real with you. 40 Crips with this hat right here. These A hats right here are a little bit tricky. That could be for Avenue Pyrus in Inglewood, also be Cross Atlantic Pyrus, and also the Asian Boy Crips wear that too. Now with this A right here, you have some Avalon Crips, you have some 40 Crips from the Avenues. Everybody knows this hat right here. This the neighborhood Crips all wear this hat right here. The 40s to the 100s, even more Crips wear. Nutty Block and Compton, got Schoolyard Crips wear that too. A lot of Crips wear the NY. Even got 2 N's in Long Beach. That's Vince Staples and OT Genesis and them. The Rolling 60s will also wear this hat right here, so be careful. Also got Southside Compton Crips that wear that too. The Stevenson Village Crips in Carson also wear that too. The Skillers hat, that's the Rolling 20 Crips. Snoop Dogg and them, they wear that in Long Beach. Be careful, because if you in Long Beach wearing a Raider hat, that's the Insane Crips and they beef with those Steeler hats. Be careful. Even the 18th Street gang is gonna wear this too. That's the Mexican. The Saints hat right here, that's
So as you can see, no cap. um, because these hats were created for fashion, and of course you have many of these hats just represents sports teams. But Jake, of course, when we get our hands on things, especially the wicked 2/3 of our people, they'll take it to a whole nother level. And so just think of many people that um, would just be wearing hats just to match their clothes. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, and unaware, and you go into these different areas, and then you get checked, shot, beat up just by the color that you have on or the hat that you're wearing. So I just thought, came across this video, and of course, this is now you understand what I mean by no cap. I'm just going to come with a couple scriptures, and we'll end it. The first scripture I have Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 54. Just understanding that these are part of our curses. These are part of the conditions and who you can tell who the Lord's people are, in the last days. And by the conditions, Deuteronomy 28, verse 54, it says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. So the one main point I just want to focus on is his eye being evil toward his brother. And so, growing up, you have these gangs, and they'll tell you, many of these gangs and organizations were created, to help protect the community. But you can actually see how in these last days, how they have mainly been used to, whether it be drugs, um, pushing drugs, gang culture or gang violence, guns, women of all sorts, as far as prostitution and different things that a lot of illegal activity. And the cause of it, is many of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are having uh, fights against each other for things that are not even important. So, like, a hat, which of course we know is stemmed probably from some type of beef, but then it's just like if you wearing this particular hat, we know who you represent. And so let's go a little further. This is the book of Isaiah 51 verse 20 says, "Thy sons have fainted; they lie at the head of all the streets as a wild bull in the net." So you think of a wild bull bucking, and just being wild. Now they say out in the streets they get buck wild. So they just all over the place. All right, they are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of the Most High. So of course they don't have the spirit of the Lord on them. They have an evil, wicked spirit. When you can be a part of these gangs and push many of the things that they push, from sex, drugs, violence, and actually murder. So, this is fury. I want to pull up that word fury, and it says intense disorder and often destructive rage. So this is a destructive behavior when you look at the gang culture, and then they try to call it black culture. Okay, you have um, actually, look, it says any of avenging deities of the Greek mythology torment crimes, inflict plagues. Okay, so it says an avenging spirit. So they have an avenging spirit, on them. One who resembles an avenging spirit. What's an avenging spirit? Okay, it says seeking or gaining vengeance. So of course, you touch me, I touch you, and that's the gang culture spirit. This is the book of let me see, Leviticus chapter 19. So I just almost forgot what I was looking for. Um, oops, sorry, I did that wrong. KJV. So Leviticus chapter 19, and I want to jump to verse 19. It says, um, let's read 17. It says, "Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him." So, of course, you're not to hate your brother in your mind. And what that hatred build up to? Murder, killing, for no reason. And this is the same spirit that Cain had when he killed his brother Abel. Um, and so that's a devilish, a wicked spirit. It says, verse 18, it says, "Thou shalt not avenge," there it is, "nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai." And so, as you can see, the Lord has told you that vengeance is His, and we should not be avenging each other. But this is what this gang culture has brought, and the black culture has brought to our people. And so, let's see if there's one more thing I wanted to get. Excuse me. I think I got everything. Yep. So we'll play a little bit more of this.
Imperial Village Crips in Inglewood. Even they will wear the V hat. They will wear a hat with a straight V on it. Be careful for them Crips out there in Inglewood. This pirate hat right here could be for 456 Island Pyrus in Pomona, or be PJ Watts Crips. Careful with that P. This one right here, you're going to see a lot of Grave Street Crips and Watts wearing this one right here. When you see this Mariners hat right here, you're going to see a lot of 40 Crips, Front Street Watts Crips, and even Florencia wearing this F right here. But this one right here, you're going to have Inglewood families wearing this one right here. And they even going to also wear this other one right here. Inglewood families, these two right here. This hat right here, A-Tray Gangster Crips. All Gangster Crips is gonna wear this all around the board. Also, you're gonna have 20 Bloods wearing that, the Rolling 20 Bloods. You're gonna have some Tongan Crips wearing this also. With this White Sox hat, you're gonna have Santana Block Compton Crips, and you're also gonna have 6 Hood Compton Crips. This hat right here, you're gonna see the 30 Crips wearing this, and the Tongan Crips also gonna wear that too. This C hat right here, that's Cedar Block Pyrus. That's where the game is from. They bang that red C for Cedar Block. This KC hat, that's the Kitchen Crips. Be careful. This Green Bay Packer hat right here, that's the Shotgun Crips and the Payback Crips in Gardena. Now this D hat right here gonna be for the Harlem 30s and for the 40 Crips from the dark side, you hear me? Now this Bulls hat, you will see Bloods wear this. And this cowboy hat, you will see Crips wearing that. I know. This M hat right here, all Mafia Crips, they all wearing this one. The Crips is gonna wear this O hat right here, all the O's from the 30s to the 40s to the 100s, that's the Crips right there. This one's a little tricky. You could wear this Clippers hat that say Clippers, that's fine. But once you wear this one right here, that's Lewis Park West Side Bloods right there, an alliance with Cross Atlantic Pyrus right there, an alliance with Cedar Block Pyrus, all in one. Now, this hat right here, pretty much Bloods.
Okay, so got one more scripture I want to bring out. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4, verse 22. It reads, chapter 4, verse 22, it says, my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children. Sottish goes into stupid. And you don't know the Lord, because if you knew the Lord, you would be doing the laws and commandments in which he commanded the people, like he told us in Leviticus chapter 19. And it says, and they have, read it again. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. Again, understanding in evil, right? Because understanding is to depart from evil. It says they are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. So I hope this lesson was edifying to the body. Before I end, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered throughout the four corners of the globe. Again, this is No Cap. And to all those listening and learning, to you, I say Shalom.